here. I'm at the Netia National Capital Rally of Canberra. It's a few days away from competition, but it's been a busy week. We've tested the car, we've got delivery on the car now. The car's right behind me, so I'm going to show that to you in a sec. But I can't wait to drive it. It's the i20N R5. Check it out. Looks awesome. We can't wait to throw it sideways in the forest. Hey guys, we're out testing the i20N, so yeah, we picked it up from the wharf the other day, got it here, we've done a spanner check, done some setup. We've done probably 30-40 kilometres testing now. So the car's going really well, just trying to find a nice balance. I haven't driven in Canberra for a while, and I haven't driven this car before either, so we're happy with how that's going. We're trying out the Hyundai tyres because never driven on them either after being on rallies for so long. They're wearing it quite fast, so we're aware of that. Making some height changes now to the car and a few more clicks on the suspension, but having a lot of fun. The rally's come up soon, only a week away today, so we can't wait. For a start, the brakes feel good. Yep. Not a lot of feel, just a really hard pedal, but it bites and does all that and moves around. Mid corner to exit, a lot of understeer. I put new scrapers on there this morning because they just felt a touch softer. Oh, it might help. Initially they were going to rub more, but it's clay.
The first time around there, that's where the big understeer I felt in the whole car.
Yep. And it wasn't nothing like what it had earlier.
Oh, and it was much better the second.
Yeah, so you're not going into as aggressive understeer.
Right.
Because there's a lot more oversteer.
Yeah, we've improved the second part. Guys, so last time we touched base, I was at my test track in Wedderburn. So it's been a quick trip to Canberra, then on to Sydney. We're here at All Stuck Up. The car's been getting wrapped. We stripped everything off yesterday and the boys have been flat out. So here the car is behind me. As you can see, big smile, it's just looking awesome. The final bits are coming together.
Rewrite every single song.
Come around the side, we've got the door handles back on now. We've left room for the decals for the rally. There's N, Let's Play. More's going on the roof, on the side. You can see the boots all coming together as well. So I'll show you more tomorrow in Canberra when we've got it on display and we'll get some really cool shots. Cheers. I'm going to do a bit of a tech talk and show you guys around the car. As you can see, the i20N R5 is based on the last generation i20.
The front here's got a massive intake for all the cool air we need to go through the intercooler and the radiator. It's really big and wide. The car's much wider than standard as well. This is all lightweight composites that's easy to change in a service and lightweight for our 1230 kilogram minimum weight that we're allowed. Air can go in through here and cool the brakes. That's awesome to have that ducting because we're on and off the brakes all the time with our left foot brake. Here you can see we're only run a 15-inch rally tyre, so it's quite small, but that's the minimum that we're allowed, or the maximum we're allowed for rallying. All around the world, they only run 15-inch rally tyres, and this is the flare that's made out of composites as well. It makes the track much wider, and that's to the legal width too. As you come down lower, we've got the 15-inch gravel rally tyre, and then massive EXT suspension in here. When I drove the car the other day, that's the thing that blows your mind the most. The amount of travel you have. It's nearly 300 millimeters. You're braking hard, you get the weight onto the front. Then when you get on the throttle, the transfer of the weights to the rear, with this car being four-wheel drive, it's all about getting that traction. Lexan windows as well, all about being lightweight. And there's a slider in there that we can open them up. It's a 5-door, so we've got the back door where you can access to get your tyre or your drinks that we have in the back. And then we've got some protection here where we've got the Let's Play, but getting the rocks away from the rear wheels as well. We come through, more about the aero package with the rear flares, same EXT shock on the back with plenty of travel. And as we get up the back of the car here, we've got this massive wing, all about the downforce on the rear end when we get a heap of high speed going down the forest. So like the i20N, this car's got a 1.6 litre turbocharged engine built by Hyundai Motorsport in Germany. Over here, there's a cool air intake. It's all carbon fibre, forces the air down into the turbocharger. And with the regulations, we need a 32mm restrictor. That limits us to about 300 horsepower, which is still a lot of power powering the four-wheel drive system. Underneath that, we have a 5-speed sequential gearbox. And if we go inside the car, I'll talk to you more about that. So now we're inside the car. First thing you see is this awesome safety roll cage, which is wrapped all around us. It's important to be safe in these rally cars because we drive them so fast, and that's also making the car more rigid for the handling as well. We've got this crazy steering wheel extension which gets our weight further back. I've got really cool gauges and dials on my dash here. We can have a really aggressive anti-lag setting and an aggressive boost setting right back to the minimum. I've got a small, about 4-inch display in front of me, and also down the bottom here we've got one for the co-driver to check oil pressures and things as we're racing along. It's also got a fuel gauge in it and a odometer trip as well, so we know when we're getting to the end of the stage. These sticks here behind me or beside me, that's the gear stick. So 5 gears pulling back, that's the sequential setup we talked about. 5 gears down going forward, and then this here is the lockout that we push to go to neutral and also reverse. This stick here is the hydraulic handbrake. You can see it's also got a lockout down here. So when we're coming along, you'll see down the gears to a hairpin turn, I can pull that, it unlocks the diff, allows me to go through the corner sideways and get back on the throttle. And then this center display here is the center control panel. So this controls everything in the car with the diffusers, engine start and stop, the light pods, the hazard lights, fans, fuel pumps, everything like that we need. Down the bottom here I've got a pedal box which limits the travel of the brakes, but also you have a lot of feel, and that's important, especially in the long stages, that you keep that nice feel in your brakes, because I'm genuinely left foot braking and flat changing with the gearbox. That's enough about that. Let's fire it up and we'll go play.